Top of the morning, folks. Good Friday morning. I'm meteorologist Jim Howard, and this is your latest WITN First Alert forecast on this August 30th. And as we head into the holiday weekend, tropics starting to warm up now. Let me show you the wide perspective. This area we've been watching down here, southern Atlantic, increasing to a 50% chance of development. Another new area behind that now showing signs of life as well. I'm going to start you with this guy, and you can see that cone or that area of development runs all the way out to the central Caribbean. The biggest thing I notice when I look at this, the southern shift here, running a little bit further south, driving more to the Caribbean, and that kind of a run typically would keep a system off the East Coast. The way it looks right now, if it comes together, and it's starting to look like that may happen late weekend, probably more so next week, the way it looks right now. Again, that probability up to 50%. Francine, the next name on the list. All right, let's go behind that. This tropical wave right here has just moved off the coast of Africa. 20% chance of development as it moves off into the open, warm Atlantic waters as we head into the holiday weekend. Gordon, so Francine and Gordon, potentially both of those storms forming over the next 5, 6, 7, 8 days, potentially. Not a slam dunk on either, but watching close now. As you would expect, September knocking on the door, they expect storms to start developing, and it looks like we will. All right, but neither of these a threat to anybody in the U.S. right now. All right, scattered PM storms to wrap up the week. High, not quite as hot. We hit about 96 yesterday, 92 today. All right, still hot and muggy, but not quite as oppressive. No heat advisory today. Satellite radar, a little cloud cover sneaking in during the overnight. We head towards sunrise. I've got a shower or two over the northern counties up here, 4, 5, 6 a.m. I don't see much rain through the morning hours. Generally, he's going to kind of hang out up here through sunrise. See, the radar looks good for most of us. We get into the afternoon. Here's Friday lunchtime. Here's our low 90s coming in, a lot of sunshine. And then we get into 3, 4, 5 o'clock. Scattered storms, generally north of Highway 264, isolated further south. These scattered storms could bring some heavier downpours as we get towards late afternoon, evening hours up here. Rumbles of thunder, some gusty winds. Again, not much to the south, pretty good coverage to the north. They try to press southbound as we get to sunset, evening hours generally weakening as they do so. So take the rain gear, post 2, 3 o'clock, scattered storms initially north, trying to east southbound as the sun sets. Let's get you into Saturday. Air temp upper 60, 70-ish out the door at sunrise. And then midday, I think we'll hit about a 90-degree high on Saturday. Again, a little bit of a downtick on the highs. Model saying upper 80s. Not as much rain. Isolated storms, I'll call it. 3, 4, 5 o'clock. This should be a pretty good scenario for the Pirate game at 6 p.m. Saturday. Could there be a shower storm? Yes. Is it likely? No. There's better odds we won't get wet than we will during the game. Can't rule it out, though. All right. Air temps starting today off in the mid-70s. That's your sunrise temps this morning. Feels like the mid-80s on the coast. Watch the heat index trending down a bit, near 100 instead of 105 or so. A little bit of an uptick on Sunday. And then next week, out of the heat. Pretty wet day, it looks like. Labor Day, but again, the heat taken out of here. The fog, not much this morning, little pockets here and there. Fogcast showing just a little bit of fog, not a lot. We should be okay there. All right, let's get into the bigger forecast. I'll get you into the holiday weekend. This is the front kind of easing down from the north, bringing a few storms in here this afternoon. There's that timestamp. Watch as I get you into the overnight. That front kind of washes out, begins to lift to the north. So I think generally tomorrow looking okay. You can see that mid-late afternoon, evening chance of a storm or two. But the main action along this front, and that's what we're going to track as we head into the latter half of the weekend. Sunday morning quiet, midday quiet, mid-afternoon quiet. Here's 5 p.m. Rain generally west of I-95 through dinner time. Sunday night, that front moves in, scattered storms. Front goes slowly through the area Labor Day. More showers, more storms hanging through Labor Day, and then we'll get that rain out of here Tuesday and get some nice air in here with highs. Maybe a day or two struggling to hit 80 next week. Good stuff. On the beaches today, mid to upper 80s, surf temp around 80. Rip risk low. Winds not much, 5 to 10 out of the southwest. Got a low tide coming at 11 a.m. High tide right around sunrise. All righty. Check it out, 92 today. No more mid-90s on here. PM rain chance 50%. I'm going to go 40% Saturday afternoon, if not a little less than that. Isolated storms. Could get pretty lucky here with a game, I think. And then Sunday, late PM storm chance 30%. There's your better chance. Sunday night 60%, Labor Day 70%. Widespread showers, some rumbles of thunder. And then out of the rain into the good stuff. Partly cloudy next week. Highs near 80. Lows down into the low 60s.